Hey, real estate agents, it's Jeff Underwood, host of the Weekly Closer here at Security Title Studios, along with Joey Sampaga, the man with the plan. How's it going, Joey?
I am excellent. How you doing, man?
Doing awesome, man. We are the Real Estate Marketing Maniacs.
Oh, yeah!
And we have an awesome guest with us today. That guest is John Angelo. How's it going, John?
It's going very well. Thanks for having me today.
Well, thanks for coming in.
It's good to be here.
Good. We're going to get into some really awesome stuff. But first, let's start off. We always want to make sure that the listeners, or if you're viewing this on YouTube or on Facebook or at theweeklycloser.com, we want to start off with you sharing a little bit about yourself as far as how long you've been in the business, what brokerage are you with, and what compelled you to get into this crazy, crazy business of real estate.
I always say that my wife started a year before I did, so about 2001 she got in. I got in 2002, so it's been about 15 years. So I say that I kind of went to work for her. But we both had corporate backgrounds. Yeah. And I'd worked for 3M and got laid off. Our whole division did. Okay. And then went to work for American Express. Almost got laid off again right after 9/11. And we were kind of going through the real estate process, and we both decided, you know what, this is not going to work long term. We want to take a little bit more control of our lives and our success, and we're going to go out and do this on our own. So, yeah. Okay.
Well, I can relate with the working with your spouse. My wife and I worked together in the mortgage business for several years.
Okay.
Did you ever hear this at work?
Get back to work, you slacker.
Because I heard it a lot.
Because you are a big-time slacker.
Hey, wait a minute.
Now, I mean, I work with my wife, but I don't like work in the same room, which is great. So she doesn't know that I'm slacking.
You
got to get out, you know.
Nice.
Okay.
You know.
That's the difference.
Yes.
We shared an office.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So tell us, I guess, so we know how long you've been in the business. So you rode the roller coaster.
Yes.
Absolutely, you saw it.
Absolutely. For sure.
So how big a surprise was that? How did you maneuver through that process, and where are we now, I guess you could say? What are your feelings about today's market?
How did we maneuver through it? You know, we were very fortunate, and I have to give my wife a ton of credit for this, but we recognized that short sales were going to be what the market was really, really early. And I know that a lot of people have niches in the market. We never had a specific geographic niche. We worked by referral almost from the beginning of our career, start of our career. And so we were fortunate or unfortunate to see kind of these, you know, starting on the outskirts, a couple short sales, and then this and this. And she woke up one morning and she said, this whole market's going to implode. And I was like, what? She's like, this is going to hit every single thing that we do.
Yeah.
And so we got in really early, and we're fortunate enough to ride that wave and make it through.
That's cool. So now I know you mentioned how long. I don't know if you mentioned who you're with.
We are with North & Co.
North & Co.
Right here at 40th Street in Camelback, yes.
All right. Have you been with them for quite a while?
So we've been, it's interesting, out of the short sale debacle kind of came the, Green Street Real Estate, and then Green Street turning into North & Co. And so we've been, we were with Realty Executives during most of this, went to Green Street. I did a little bit of management, worked with some of the agents there developing a lot of their business plans. And then as we separated from Green Street and became North & Co., so we've been there since day one, and have known Brian for a long, long time. And it's been really, really good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Rachel over at Security says that she really likes what you guys do, and you're doing a great job over there. So share with the agents that are listening or watching, what are you doing right now to be successful in today's market?
It's interesting. Here we are doing a podcast, and so much of what we do in our lives is digital and computer generated and behind the scenes. But I'll tell you what, real estate is still a very, very face-to-face business. Yeah. And I find that the more time I spend with my clients, the more business it generates, the more interest there is in real estate. And you can really compel somebody to get off the sidelines from looking at something on Zillow or seeing something online and actually taking action, but that takes the face-to-face. So I spent a lot of my day, I would say that, so much of our business is still that face-to-face.
Face-to-face, okay. Yeah. How are you finding these buyers? Is it mostly through your database?
I would say that we are probably 99% referral based. We'll get an occasional sign call that converts into something. Every once in a while, a Zillow lead will come in that works out, but that's really not where I'm, looking for the business. It's really about, talking to people, solving their problems, and that's how we really run things day to day.
Okay. So using that type of strategy where it's belly to belly, face to face, on the phone, right? Calls. What are you seeing right now as far as percentage of business? Are you seeing mostly listings, mostly buyers for yourself, for your team?
That's a really great question. And we were talking about this just the other day. This is probably the most balanced our business has been since we started. When you started back in 2001 kind of dabbling, and then 2002 and 2003 really getting into it, that's right before the market really had its boom, and we were real balanced with buyers and sellers. We're back to that again today, where we're not really saying, hey, we've got to work with a specific group or a specific geography or a specific price point. It's very balanced. I would say right now we're not 50-50. We're more listing agents usually than buyer's side.
Okay.
But I would say we're probably about 60-40 right now, about 60 listing, 40 buyers.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, and I just heard you say that you're pretty balanced. So would you say that, because everybody asks this question, what's your niche, right? What do you seem to focus on most? What's your niche? Would you say that you don't have a specific niche then? Is it... Is the niche just that we work with our database and we stay in contact with them so much that's just how we do business?
So I think that you can define niche for an agent in many ways. Some people it's a price point. Some people it's a specific geography. Some people it's a certain type of hey, I'm only working with investors. One of the tenets that we use in our business is that we are not in a hyper-local market. We want to be market experts in general. So we have about 100 sub-markets here that we always talk about.
Okay.
And we really want to be able to be knowledgeable in all of those different sub-markets. And that doesn't mean I'm knowledgeable about that sub-market 100% all the time. But when we get a client that says, hey, I'm looking at X, Y, and Z, I need to know what's going on there. And that for us, we've been very, very good at the accumulation and the dissemination of market data. We use the Cromford report. So we're really up to date on the numbers. We track a lot. We're big at tracking our own business outside of just what the market's doing in general. And, if there's something that we come across that we can't handle, we refer that business out. But I always like to get it at least to get it on my plate to figure out, can we service it or not?
Yeah. I really like the Cromford report. You like it? You use it? I use it all the time.
I want to say I look at it every day. It's probably not that much, but 5 times a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yes.
MyCore puts together a really good platform.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So many variables.
Oh,
it's
but it's great for my CPAs and my they love that stuff.
Absolutely.
It makes us look great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I did notice on your website and on your Facebook page, you do video.
Yes.
Right, and you also do market updates using video.
Yes.
Correct.
Yep.
So what got you into video? How long have you been doing video now?
Probably for the last couple of years. So we use the Buffini platform for our marketing platform, and that's our CRM tool and all of that. And he's always been a big proponent of video. If you're a face-to-face person and you want your clients to know what you're doing, that's a great way to reach them. And if they're doing a lot of video and visual stuff, that it's good for you to be out there. So
absolutely, yeah. And Joey and I have gone to some events, Inman as well as social media marketing world, and live video seems to be the biggest topic. Have you tested that at all, or are we getting? What do you think?
I think it's great. I haven't really put my toes into that water yet, but I'm not camera shy, or I'll that probably is coming down the pike for us.
You might as well do it.
I should just do it. Yeah,
and they're coming out with 360 video live. So you're talking about doing a home tour, right?
Yeah,
with plugging it into your phone, and you just walk around. You 360 while you're live.
That's phenomenal.
Pretty cool stuff.
It is phenomenal. Yes.
Awesome. So tell us, what would be the one thing, whether let's say you were bringing on another team member, or if an agent that's just getting in the business comes up to you and says, "Hey, what would you say is one thing that I should be concentrating on?"
I always think that regardless of how you attract business, get business, the area that I think that most agents have not been consistent with is a database. There's really no reason for you to go and do open houses and door knock and cold call if you're going to do a transaction for somebody and then you're going to forget about them.
Right.
Put them in your database. Stay in touch with them. Help them. Help other people. And that's my biggest thing that I always talk to not only new agents in the business, but also agents that have come to North & Co. from other places, and they might be struggling or they want to kind of inject their business with some energy. I'm like, let's get inside the database.
Yeah.
Who do you know? What are you doing for them? What value add are you giving to them? But that database is key to what I would give anybody as advice to get going and stay going.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when would you say that you integrated or started using a database the way that you should be using it?
So we've always kind of had a database, but the Buffini system, the referral maker, is amazing.
Okay.
It tells you what to do, when to do it. It's so intuitive that anybody could use it, and you can't make a mistake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, Buffini does some great stuff.
Yeah.
For sure. So it's time. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You're ready for this?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our next segment here, which is called Get in the Ring with the Maniacs. Here we go. What's the best advice anyone's ever given you?
You know, I don't know if it's the best advice, but it's something that I hear all the time, and I love it. If you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, you got to go with people.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's real good.
That's really good. So how about your favorite mobile app, whether that's personal or business?
There's two. I love dictionary.com. I use it all the
okay.
time.
Wow.
And then I don't really know what it's called, but my wife and I use it's a grocery store app. So when I run out of my cashew butter or my almond milk, I can just go and say, hey, I got Whole Foods, click. Trader Joe's, click. And so then when either one of us are out, like I'm going to hit Trader Joe's after this. So I just look at my app and I'm like, oh, Amy added this and this to the Trader Joe list. I don't have to ask her. And it's boom. I bring it home. She's happy. I'm happy.
Nice.
So it's a list. So when you get there, they just hand you or do you still have to go?
No, I still have to go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. I thought maybe they had it ready for you.
Yeah.
John's pulling through.
Yeah. No, that'd be great.
That'd be really
Yeah,
cool.
that'd be good.
Ah, there's something.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Uh-huh.
All right, so share with the listeners one book that you would recommend.
Boy, there's a lot. I'm going to give you two. I'll give you a business book that, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. You probably get that all the time. I just read a great one called Give and Take by Adam Grant, who's one of the lead professors at the Wharton School of Business. Just a phenomenal book about business and how to add value and how to be a giver inside your business. I have kids. I have two sons. And I think there's some great books out there. But for men, there's one I'm reading right now. It's called Raising a Modern Day Knight.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely
Heard of that.
phenomenal if you have boys and you're raising them in the world today.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I've heard of that one. It's a good one.
Yeah.
How about one productivity tool or software that you use every day? And it can't be the grocery app.
It can't be the grocery app. So it's funny. I guess back to that original app. I have that mobile referral maker app that I use. I use that every single day, for sure. That's my Bible as I'm out in the field.
Yeah.
Who to see, what to talk. Yeah.
All right. So final question is to draw a question out of the mask. So if you're watching the video, you'll be able to see John actually draw a question out of here. And we'll go. Are you ready?
Yes.
This is beautiful. What is that, velvet?
Oh, it's absolutely velvet.
It's absolutely velvet. Who was my favorite superhero?
Or
is. And it's, I always loved Spider-Man.
All right. Spider-Man.
Yes, I was a Spider-Man fan. Yeah, for sure. Still am a Spider-Man fan. And I just thought he was just the most different guy out there. Love that guy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Joey?
Well, I think I've answered this one before. I said
You might
Superman,
have.
but I want to change it.
Okay, change
I want
it.
to change it.
All right.
So I saw the trailer to Wonder Woman.
Okay.
How awesome is that? She's an Amazon woman who's kicking everyone's butt.
She's kicking everybody's butt.
Yeah.
I'm
Anyway.
pitiful.
Yeah. All right. I would have to say Captain America.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, you do like Captain America.
I do like Captain America. I love that one scene where he's jumping out of the plane. I think I told you about this one. Do you remember this one where he's jumping out? He's jumping out of the plane. He's going after the other guys, right?
Okay.
He's getting ready. All of them had jumped out. Thor came in, took his brother, and then Iron Man shoots out the back of this thing. Captain America's grabbing his parachute, right? And who was it? Black Widow was driving the thing, this flying thing. And she says, "You better sit this one out, Cap." And he's like, "Why?" She's like, "They're basically gods." And he goes, "There's only one God, ma'am, and I don't think he dresses like that." And he jumps right out the back. So I just love that one. That's just awesome. Anyway, hey, thank you so much for being here. If agents are listening to this and they want to reach out to you directly, how could they do that?
Should I give them my phone number?
Absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
it depends. Do you want people to have your phone number?
Sure.
Okay, then.
Whatever.
You can give phone number, email, whatever you like.
Yeah, you can. I mean, if you want to call me, not a problem. Area code 602-616-1455. If you want to email me, johnangelo@cox.net.
Okay. There you have it. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to the weekly closer here at Security Title Studios. If you want to see what mask John puts on, after we finish the podcast, you can watch the video, and you'll see that one, okay? Hey, it's Jeff Underwood along with...
Joey Sampaga.
And we're signing off. Have a great day. Take care.
Go Wonder Woman.